I'm upset. No disrespect, respectfully. But disrespectfully is disrespect. Don't be disrespectful. Those vile, disgusting Spartans. Poor little girl, them. And I'ma tell them why I'm mad. That vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus. The other state. And of course, as always, I'm upset. Good evening, good people. It is I, the Maize Madman, and we are here for a special immediate reaction to the college football playoff. I will be joined here shortly by not only my guys, but also TJ Ronan of Voice of College Football, maybe even Johnny Olden Jr. stops by. You never know. Stay tuned. If you're wondering why I'm looking up so far, I invested in a much larger screen here, which now has my camera up much higher. Not sure if I like this setup, but we'll get used to it or we'll make a change. Either way, we are here. Shout out to my guy, Dexter Green, my guy, Rip Star, Mike Layton, of course. James Marshall, how you doing? Triple M wins the Heisman. Absolutely. Shout out to that. I'm down for it. J.O. appearance. Yes. J.O. appearance. Rip Star, I've seen the results. M3 really only 3F tall, 3 feet tall. Yes, Rip. I don't know how you got that information, but you seem to get a lot of information. Shout out to that. Excuse me. Everybody excited. Let me get you. Let's get everybody's. Who do you think is going to win the Heisman Trophy tonight? Let me know in the comments. I'm sorry, in the chat while we wait on these guys. By the way, I want to point something out. I am here on time. Everybody else is late. They are arriving on CP time, and I am the only CP. Let that marinate for a second. Outside of my guy, Maniac, of course, who is also CP. But everybody arriving on CP time, and technically, I am the lone CP. Do with that information what you will. The ceremony though is has not yet started. They're getting the particulars out the way. Everybody introducing everybody. What up though? Shout out my guy Blueprint J, legend. Be sure to follow Blueprint J on the social medias. Appreciate you stopping through, sir. JM said, "Let's go, Travis Hunter." Hey, I am on Team Hunter, by the way. My counterparts, not so much. But we'll see what happens. They say 2 minutes for me now. Again, lone CP on time. Free Luigi, of course, Rip. Got a free Luigi. Snaps aren't stats. Gary, we are going to disagree. I'm going to tell you that right now. Me and Gary, we're going to have a disagreement. If it wasn't a stat, they wouldn't record it. All right? It is a recorded stat. They're counting that. Shout out my guy Marmar. You tell me, sir, who deserves the Heisman Trophy? Reading, my dude Dom is here. The Don. Dom, who do you think is the Heisman Trophy winner tonight? Marmar for Heisman. I thought I was the Heisman. Everybody can't be the Heisman. And I'm not giving up my trophy to Marmar. Shout out to Marmar, though. Ed Joe says, Hunter, another smart person. This is a smart man right here. Travis Hunter, by the way, just to give out some numbers really quickly. I think he's got over 1,100 receiving yards. He's got 4 interceptions. He's got the most snaps, by the way. That's a stat. The most snaps. He's also got 14 receiving touchdowns, which is second in all of college football. So he's getting it done on both the offensive and defensive side. That is the epitome of a football player, and he's playing football better than everybody. No disrespect to Ashton Jeanty, who I think is an excellent running back. And if it wasn't for Travis Hunter, would have gotten my vote this season easily. Bryce Underwood is my choice for Heisman. Shout out to Dom. Yeah, I wish Bryce would probably be the favorite this year if it wasn't for that pesky high school career he had to finish up. But shout out to that. Garrison said, Will Howard, is he popping in? Garrison's always welcome. But with a comment like this, I'm pretty sure he's inebriated, and we don't want drunk Garrison. Because this right here is you're under the influence of something. Saying Will Howard, bro. That is not gonna happen. Shout out to actually I was gonna say shout out to Will Howard, but why would I do that? Go blue. Marmar is the greatest. Yes, Marmar is the greatest. Shout out to Marmar. Yo. When is the trophy being given? I think they're going through their thing right now. By the way, my guy, your guy, everybody's guy, Mr. Desmond Howard is on stage right now talking. Shout out to Dez. He's an actual Heisman Trophy winner and a legend. They're talking to Travis Hunter right now. All of the Heisman Trophy, the 4 people who are up for the trophy are up on the stage right now. As soon as a result is given, we will give it. Did Davis Warren transfer? Not yet. Not sure if he will. Who knows? 6 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Sounds like Heisman Trophy numbers to me, which I think. Ashton Jeanty wins. Football Wildcats is going with Ashton Jeanty. I'm not mad at it. Listen, if Ashton Jeanty wins tonight, I will not protest that at all. I mean, he is putting up excellent numbers. He is deserving. We will see what happens. Do I believe Ashton Jeanty? Would I vote for Ashton Jeanty this year? Let me say that. The answer is no. But, he's a good football player. Cam Ward getting it. No, he's not. The only way Cam Ward is getting this award is if you were playing college football at 25 and you had yourself a Heisman worthy season, maybe Cam Ward would get it that way. Outside of that, Cam's not sniffing this thing tonight. He's on stage right now, next to the trophy. That's as close as he's gonna get to it. Shout out to Cam Ward though, who did have a good season. Davis coming for the starter job. No, he's not. By the way, we got one of our guests here. Shout out to John Diadamo, voice of college football. How you doing, John?
Hey, Maize man. It's always great to be here, especially on a night where we're debating between 2 people who aren't even quarterbacks. Let's just embrace that.
How about that? Right, that deserves a round of applause. Actually,
not
golf claps for that.
Absolutely,
because it has become a quarterback award, and TJ has now joined the fray. I was just getting the chat riled up, by the way. Me and John were celebrating the fact that it's not going to be a quarterback this year. TJ, how you feel about that?
No, I mean, I agree with that. It's about time. I think the award needs to be diversified. I think the fact that Travis Hunter is in the running with Jeanty is good for college football. It's not, the quarterback gets the most credit for victories, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of players who I think deserve more recognition. And this year we finally get that, which is nice.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree 1000%. Just so we are clear, what side of this debate are you on, Mr. Diadamo?
Yeah, so I think at this point, I think Hunter's going to win, but I think Ashton should win. I think that's pretty much where we're at, and I think it's because without just think of the roles reversed, right? Mm-hmm. It like Jeanty in Colorado, what would he do versus what would Travis Hunter do at Boise State? I think you have to look at who's propped up their team to greatness for going to the playoff for the first time in history. So we'll probably dive more into the stats, but that's the high level.
Absolutely. And TJ, What side are you on?
The right side. the correct side of this debate, and that is Ashton Jeanty should be the Heisman winner.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Hey, recount that lie detector don't know shit, bro. Yeah, no, listen, man, Ashton Jeanty is the truth.
Yeah.
And Travis Hunter's legit. Listen, I love Travis Hunter. I respect Travis Hunter, but it's got to be Ashton Jeanty, man. The best running back since Barry?
In college football, you think he's the best college football running back we've had since Barry Sanders?
Yeah, he's up. Yeah, let's see. Let me think. I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad. I mean, it's hard to argue against it. He's putting up.
I'd say him and Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush.
Like, yeah, that's.
You're right. It's Reggie. It's
right.
Reggie.
Yeah.
It's Reggie. I forgot about Reggie. How dare I? But yeah, him and Reggie, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, he's certainly putting up super numbers. There's no doubt about it. Like I said, I don't have a problem if he wins. I am firmly on the side of we are winning as fans with this debate and with this attention on it. I do, if I had a vote though, I would vote for Travis Hunter. I think what he's doing is amazing. I mean, look, here's my biggest argument on my side. I believe Charles Woodson won this award, right? Now, to Charles Woodson's credit, he was undeniably the best cornerback in America, right? At that time. That said, that isn't what won him the award. His versatility won him the award. Ultimately, he played some offensive snaps. He had big offensive of snaps that season. The punt return against the other state, because he hadn't been a great punt returner that season, by the way. But that was a Heisman moment, of course, against the other state. And even with that said, what he produced offensively isn't close to what Travis Hunter is doing. And the only difference is Travis Hunter isn't the runaway, like, best cornerback in America. He's not the best wide receiver in America.
Yeah,
right?
He won the award. Yeah.
Right, exactly. But there's a debate there, right? I don't think it was a debate with Chuck on he won the award. He deserved that award.
Yeah.
But I think that's the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, it's I think there's a couple of factors we need to remember about the Heisman. The first one is that some of these voters have already voted weeks in advance, right?
Right.
So I think that the Coach Prime public relations effect probably impacted them in some ways. Also, I think the fact that Hunter obviously he's on both sides of the ball, right? Second in the Power 4 for receiving yards. Like, obviously more than 1,000 yards, and then obviously what he's done on defense with 4 interceptions and 31 tackles. I think they're going to look at that, but I think what they're missing when they do that is the larger picture of who has literally propped up their entire team for this entire year.
Yeah,
bro, they should announce this after the season.
I agree with that.
Not now. Like,
yeah,
bowl performances should matter, especially with the college football playoff. This award should not be before the playoffs.
I agree.
Right.
But NCAA
does this up there for a minute. Hey, shout out to my guy Kinetic, who just joined the chat. How you doing, sir?
Hey, Kinetic.
Join the chat. Join the live.
He's up here too.
Right. Hey, we should 3M. We should get the chats. Who do they think should win? We should put up a poll.
Yeah, I've been asking. Put up a poll.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. I've never put up a poll in this thing actually, but let's do it. I have to go to like a third party thing, right?
Just go into YouTube as yourself and hit the plus button.
Ain't that about it? Something. And Kinetic drop down. I don't know. All right, let's do it. That said, though, I think a lot of people think that Ashton Jeanty should win it. I also think there's a good swell of people who think that Travis is the choice too. It's interesting. This one is maybe we have a really close one. I think that would be great if it came down to a few votes. You think it should be a landslide, though? I'm sure.
No, I don't think it's a landslide. I mean, I think it is a tough, but I think Jeanty deserves it. I think Genty's done more for his team. I think Jeanty is his team. Travis Hunter's legit, man. I mean, like, I just, if you look at all the past Heisman winners at running back, Jeanty clears them, But Travis Hunter's legit. I mean, listen, we're talking about two generational players right now.
Right.
It's a good year. What up, son?
My guy Johnny Olden Jr. has joined. I got some backup in here. What's good, Johnny?
Nothing. Just hearing this.
Where the fuck Kinetic go?
This
I know. He's been waiting for this moment all week, really, and he's not here. This is crazy.
Because I got Travis. If anybody, high school, you play both ways.
Right.
You don't see people do what Travis is doing.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that. Not only do you not see it, you don't see them actually be good at both. So just the fact that he's doing that, to me, it's on another level. I've seen guys go for 2,000. I've seen it.
Right.
I ain't seen this. So that's why I got him. Travis.
Yeah, no doubt. There's Kinetic there.
Hey, Kinetic.
Of course, Kinetic, we've been waiting to hear your argument. Who wins the Heisman? Who should win it?
I mean, I've been saying it for weeks. It should be Jeanty.
Of course.
It absolutely should be Jeanty. What he's doing is not only something special to see in and of itself, but he led the Boise State Broncos to the playoffs, to a first round bye, which nobody would have predicted that to happen at all in the first year of the playoffs.
Right.
He carried his team by himself to a win.
Right.
Like by himself. And I don't care what anybody says, playing running back is one of the hardest things to do at a high level consistently. I have all the respect in the world for Travis Hunter playing wide receiver and corner, but I mean, a lot of people are trying to hype up that he plays a lot of snaps. Yeah, he plays a lot of snaps. Half the snaps he's on the field, he's not in the play. When Jeanty's on the field, he's in every play.
I don't
and
know
every time he's
how
in
you
the play, he's getting hit. And every time he's getting hit, he's running the ball or catching the ball. Every time he's running the ball or catching the ball, the entire defense, their entire scheme is geared towards defending and stopping him and him alone. Not the quarterback, not the receivers. It's geared towards him.
I wouldn't say just him. The quarterback's got 2,700 passing yards, 22.
Would he have 2,700 passing yards if the defense wasn't as geared towards stopping the running back? No,
that's an if. He only got 3 picks on 22 TDs.
What's the quarterback's name? Travis. What's the quarterback's name?
Travis.
Or not Travis, Johnny. Sorry.
You trying to say we all look like?
I was looking at Travis. I was looking at something on Travis right now. I was looking at
Madsen.
Yeah, you had to think about it though. Like most people don't even know who Boise's quarterback is.
Obviously,
everybody knows Maddox.
Star. If it's the star, we know the star is I don't forget his name. Jeanty.
Right.
You know the star is,
almost. I mean,
right, but Travis isn't even the star of his own team. Shedeur is. He's Shedur's second guy.
I think Prime is the star of that team.
Absolutely.
But as far as players, I think you're right. Yeah.
Let me get to Steven's comment here. He says, I got Hunter, but CU fans got to stop pretending that he's Woodson. Also, they're getting way too cocky, especially after winning 13 games in 2 seasons. Watch them cry racism if Jeanty, who is a black man, wins. That's crazy.
You won't believe I got so many people tried to cry racism at me just because I said that that I didn't think that that Shedeur was like the end all be all best quarterback of all time.
All time?
Yeah. In college, yeah. I swear to God, dude. There's like these
there are people trying to make
these Facebook groups. These Facebook
absolutely.
groups. If you said anything that wasn't praise of Colorado, you were called racist.
I will say this. And I gotta disagree with Steven. I know this is gonna be crazy. Shout out to Dot again, though. He's doing it at a higher level than Charles Woodson was doing it. Is he a better football player than Charles Woodson? I'm not going to go there, but he's definitely doing it at a better
ways, right?
Okay.
Yeah, going both ways.
Let me ask you a question though. If you put Charles Woodson against this year's Big 12,
right,
with a QB like Shadur, what does Charles Woodson's numbers look like?
I don't know, and I don't want to play the transitive property game. I am willing
that
to
is a
say
good
this.
point.
I am willing to say this, that Ashton Jeanty has put his team on his back, right? They are where they are almost 100% because of him. I will concede that. However, outside of quarterback in college football, especially running back, is probably the only position where you can do that. Right, where you can affect the game in that way. Right. Travis Hunter plays a super dependent position when he's on offense, right? His position, a lot has to go right. People have to block, give Shador enough time to then see him and throw the ball to him. He has to run the right route. All of these things everything has to come together for him to be able to catch a football, especially down the field. So his position is super dependent. With the running back, there isn't a lot of dependency except on the play caller to give you the opportunity to run it. You know what I mean? Outside of that, now, obviously you still need blocking and things like that. But great running backs make things happen, and he certainly is a great running back.
That's kind of my point of why I say it's more impressive what Jeanty's doing, because he's doing it at a position that can lift the entire team up, that can carry the entire team. And in my opinion, like I've said, it is harder to play at this high of a level as a running back than it is as a wide receiver or corner.
You know what's crazy about Jeanty too, though?
I don't know about that.
Is he has more yards than Kevin Smith and Melvin Gordon, the two above him, if you take away their bowl game, which he has not played his bowl game yet.
Right.
So Kevin Smith, prior to the bowl game, had 2,448 yards. Melvin Gordon had 2,336. Ashton Jeanty has 2,497. He has not played his bowl game yet.
Almost 500.
That said, Melvin Gordon didn't play a championship game.
Melvin Gordon was in the Big Ten.
So I'm looking at Melvin Gordon's season.
I say,
right.
Oh, you know what? I think, all right. So
yeah.
No, it didn't. No, he played in the Big Ten championship.
Oh, did he?
And 2014. And that's another thing.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Charles Woodson didn't just play offense and defense; he also returned kicks too.
Yeah, I brought that up. He wasn't good at it until the Ohio State game, though.
Woodson didn't play much offense, though.
Right.
When he did get a reception, it went for a touchdown or a big play, but it wasn't that much.
Right. And he wasn't good at returning kicks until that game.
That's all we remember, Maize.
Exactly. It was the moment. Yeah, that's what I was telling them. It was a Heisman moment, and he had that moment in the biggest game. Absolutely.
Yeah. I also think if you're comparing Woodson and Travis Hunter, you also have to remember the schedules.
Yes.
Because Colorado, what is their best game been? The Nebraska one that they lost. I mean, let's be real.
On that,
they got stumped. And so Woodson had to go through, actually tough opponents. Ohio State was really good in 97.
Michigan State.
Obviously, Michigan with Nick Saban coaching that Michigan State team. So I do think we need to look at that when we're comparing the two. But Jeanty, just look at his yards. I mean, he's almost at 2,500 rushing yards for the season, 30 touchdowns. He might hit Barry Sanders' record in this first bowl game.
And again,
which is wild because it was a record that was thought that would never be broken, or it would take a century to break it.
With no other weapons on his team. He did that with every defense gearing their entire defensive scheme to stop him.
Bro, the quarterback has 22 TDs now.
Because they have Jeanty opening the defense up.
You can't say that, though.
I mean, you can.
You have to give other players credit.
Okay. Name Maddox. Name Madsen's other top weapon besides Jeanty.
He got 22 TDs.
Maddox is the other weapon.
No, but a QB is only as good as his weapon. So tell me what other weapon Maddox Madsen has aside from Jeanty. Name one.
Well, first of all, I'm going to disagree with you that a QB is only as good as his weapon. As
22 TDs. I don't have to name them.
Cam Newton brought a bunch of
unless your name is
pillowcases and trash cans to a championship.
unless your name is Michael Vick, Cam Newton, Vince Young, those type of quarterbacks, you're only as good as your weapon.
I don't know, bro.
That don't make sense. Look,
TJ, you're very quiet here.
I'm just listening. Well, and also I don't like the poll
for this work. You didn't see my poll?
I don't like it. Like, you should have said who should win the Heisman, Travis Hunter or Jeanty. Instead, you have
we'll change the poll. We'll change the poll.
Travis win the Heisman over Jeanty? Why is Travis named first? How you do it like that, man? Propaganda.
He's trying to jade the
this is my other thing.
Trying to rig the vote.
Melvin Gordon did it in the Big Ten.
Nobody cares about Melvin Gordon.
Nobody says.
Nobody cares about Melvin Gordon. Don't worry about him.
Doing it in the Big Ten is 10 times harder than some garbage teams.
But Johnny, okay, all right, hold up though. All right. No, all right, listen, fair point, but here would be my counter, right? When Melvin Gordon did that, Wisconsin was known for having the best offensive line in the Big Ten.
That's true, but you still got to do it in the Big Ten.
Jeanty that offensive line in the Big Ten, I think he does the same or better.
And here's the other thing: any team that you put Jeanty on, they're making the playoffs.
Stop
Travis
it!
Hunter's team
Stop
doesn't
it!
make the playoffs.
Stop!
That is a ridiculous take.
No, it's not.
Stop!
That's a horrible take. That might be the worst take you've had.
You said any team?
Not at all.
In your time on camera.
If that's the case, bro, because I got you earlier.
No, you didn't.
What's he gonna do against Penn State? If Penn State beats SMU, what's he gonna do?
What's he gonna do?
12 yards.
We're talking about.
What's he gonna do?
That's not what we're talking about. Because you think that you got me because you tried to take and say, well, if his team doesn't perform against a team that is better, that is more stronger, bigger, faster than his team, then that somehow means that he's less of a running back, and that's not true.
This is
you
why
you don't like to use the transitive properties thing, but the fact is that the team that he's on, Boise State, is one of the top teams in his conference. And you take any team in a conference compared to any other team in their conference, and they're going to be relatively equal talent with a little bit of variation. Obviously, there's a variation between like Ohio State and Michigan versus Northwestern and Illinois. But in general, you've got most teams in a conference that their teams are recruiting the same level of talent as each other. So you got Mountain West teams playing against Mountain West teams. Big 12 is basically a Mountain West conference. They're not that much better. If
don't do that.
No, it's true. It's true.
In my opinion,
the thing is if you take any team that's in the top third of their conference and put Jeanty on that team, so then that means that the O-line he's running behind, the team that he's playing on, when they play teams in their conference, you're playing with an equivalent level of talent. Jeanty's getting his numbers, period, and that team's getting in the playoffs. That team's getting put on his back. And
that's a ridiculous take.
With Penn State, with him on his team, Boise State, and playing Penn State, and this is why I say when you try to change up the teams and the offense,
they're saying this is an act.
This whole time you've talked nothing but hyping Jeanty the whole time. Jeanty this, Jeanty that, Jeanty that. But then when
Jeanty's
I say play Penn State, now it's his offensive line. His
because
team.
You're trying to say if his team underperforms,
any other time
that means he's not that he's less of a running back.
I'll let you cook. Hold on. Any other time, now it's blame the team. But this whole time you've been talking about Travis Hunter.
Superman destroys Spider-Man.
He's this. If you put him on there, he's this. He's that. But then when I say Penn State, now it's his team.
Because you're talking about two different things. You're talking about two different things.
Penn State. He's got to perform against Penn State. He's got to.
But here's the thing.
Why not?
You tried to take two things, but you tried to take two things that I said out of context, out of the conversation where I actually said them. Okay, so you brought up when I brought up switching their teams, how their teams performed. You said that the Colorado offensive line wouldn't be.
Bro, that was a text message earlier.
You introduced the text messages earlier. You introduced the text messages earlier by saying you got me earlier, so I'm going to introduce the context. Okay, so you brought up saying that the Colorado's offensive line.
I didn't mean to bring that one up.
Be able to block for them the same way Boise State's did. I said Boise State's
totally
O-line
different offense.
Give me the flagpole.
Okay, but again, you're trying to take what I said out of context and use it as an argument. I'm adding the context.
It's a different coach, bro.
So the context here is that all I said about the O-line was that the same way that Jeanty has made Boise State's O-line look better than it is what he would do on any team, including Colorado's, that a great running back can and usually does make an offensive line unit appear to be better than they actually are without that running back. That's all I said.
Okay.
Now, hold on. Now that's all I said. Now
you can't keep hijacking the conversation.
Now the Heisman Trophy is for the player, right? You cannot sit there and say that because he's on a team whose offensive line, I'm sure if you go back and look at their recruiting star rankings and whatever, their talent level, their ceiling is nowhere near a team like Penn State's. So you cannot sit here and then say
this is how I got you again.
If the offensive line of Boise State doesn't step up and overperform against Penn State,
what happened with Oregon?
He's somehow an overhyped running back. That doesn't work. That argument doesn't work.
Now it don't work.
Hey, bro, I will give Kinetic credit for this. He don't finish his damn point. So he will talk through somebody trying to make a point.
Well, let's
say
also
what he's gonna say. All right, go ahead.
Can we remember one thing about we all saw Blake Corum, who I think we can all agree is one of the best running backs we've had at Michigan.
Now the cipher is complete.
In some moments there, those guards, those O-line still had to pull and to allow those runs for Blake Corum. Like the O-line does have to be at least moderately effective, right? Otherwise, even somebody like Ashton Jeanty isn't going to get through.
But I will say here's my point. If we're talking about Michigan, do you think Michigan's 2021 offensive line wins the Joe Moore Award and looks as good as they did if 2024 Donovan Edwards is the starting running back?
Maybe.
Here's my question.
They don't.
If I put Ashton Jeanty on Michigan, and
I think the Joe Moore Award's kind of a joke, honestly.
Ashton Jeanty has to deal with Tony Alford playing Donovan Edwards over him. Is he going to put the same stats? So you can't just plug and play guys because these coaches do dumb things. Coaches do dumb things every day. We saw it all year with Mullins. So you can't just say, I put him on there and he's going to go for 2,000.
But that's not what we're talking about when we talk about putting him on another team. But you can't sit here and say that you're disqualifying him because he's playing against Mountain West teams. And then when we bring up, well, I think he would do the same against Big Ten or Big 12 or whatever, and say, oh, but we're not using transitive properties.
What I say, it's not
the coach
as impressive.
there at that team might not rotate him.
Okay, listen.
No, we're talking about how he would do
stop.
bigger time
Kinetic, bro, we've heard you, sir.
Offensive line.
Please stop. Chill. Maniac, you have not given your opinion.
Maniac.
Hey. Yo. Listen, first of all, y'all better vote for me. I'm winning the damn Heisman. That's it. The first Puerto Rican to win the Heisman. You hear me? Stop playing with my
bona fide scrub. He can't play.
Right at the top. Top of my list.
No, listen. For those in the chat, man, us here, all 6 of us here, we have a group chat. We've pretty much spoke about this about 2-3 times, and it seems like me, Madman, and Johnny's all on the same page. John, I don't really know. He's like, yeah, whatever. I know Kinetic and TJ is pretty much on the Jeanty. Now, let's be clear, man. Both phenomenal players, right? We know that. Right. Nobody's taking nothing from either player. We know Kinetic, you didn't take nothing. TJ, you're not taking nothing from Travis Hunter, and likewise. Yeah. I think the argument here is, right, conference matters. Conference matters. Yeah, Ripstar, yeah, man. We thinking about anyway. So the bottom line is this, right? Conference does matter. That come on. That you can't say the Mountain West is comparable to the Big 12, right? It's just not. The competition is better. Now, I wouldn't say the Big 12 this year is an elite conference. I wouldn't say that. But it's still a better conference than the Mountain West. Now, let's talk about this. You have Travis Hunter, right? He plays both sides full time, right? This is not Charles Woodson, where on offense he might get 2-3 plays during that 97 season. This is a guy that has to go out there, cover the best player on the opposite team, right? And get covered by the best corner on that team. I don't care what anybody say, bro. That is just common sense. That is tough to do. Now, regardless if you feel Jeanty should win it over him, I'm not mad at you. I'm not here to say you bugging, but you cannot say that that's not more impressive. And on top of that, Kinetic, you keep mentioning that, they gear up for Jeanty. Go look at Maddox's numbers. He's one of the most prolific passers in all of college football this season. He got like 30 touchdowns, 3 in This guy could sling the ball, bro. Like, this guy is not Davis Warren. Davis Warren is not the quarterback for Boise State and just handing it off. So let's not act like they putting 9 in the box. Yeah, they can't because they'll kill him over the top.
Yeah, they don't got Billy Edwards.
They got Billy Edwards.
Yeah, they don't got Billy Edwards at Boise.
Yo. Well, listen, they have dogs.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Hey, yo, what the fuck?
So once you look at that, you can tell. Y'all could look at, I know you guys be doing the numbers. Give me the numbers. Maddox Madsen, give me his numbers. He's not 8 touchdowns with 14 intos like our quarterback. Huh?
He got 23 touchdowns.
I'm sorry. I might have gave him too many touchdowns.
22
touchdowns. My bad. 22 touchdowns.
All right. And one of those is to Jeanty. So 21, really.
All right. But the point is this, that he's not, it's not a team where you got to solely focus on Jeanty because he can throw the ball and he's sneaky athletic. That dude, he'll take off with that ball, man. So look, Boise is they offensively, they're a very balanced team. Now, Jeanty, of course, you're gonna keep more of an eye because you know, all right, here he go. This is the guy. And when you do that, Madsen goes, stupid. Hold that. You want to load this box? Here, hold, stupid. So you got to be, listen, you got to look at all factors, man. I just think, to me, my opinion, what Travis is doing is just more impressive, man. And he's not doing it in the Ronald McDonald Conference, you know, playing against the Golden Corral Knights. He's doing it against better competition. Hi, mommy.
No doubt. No doubt. Hold on. Before we go further, I want to piggyback off what he said because Ashton Jeanty played Portland State this year. All right, we cannot overlook that. Portland State, I believe, is a community college situated in Portland.
Yeah, it's an FCS school. Yeah,
they have. Yeah. They get players out of the stands week to week.
I'm putting TJ at running back. TJ gonna give me 150.
Yeah,
against Portland State, absolutely.
Yeah, they.
Well, one thing I do want to mention is that quarterbacks do better when the running back is that good. And I have one very clear example of this. Michigan State, Peyton Thorne, 2021 when Walker was there, 2022 when he was gone, fell off a cliff. Okay, because when the running back is that good, the run game is effective. It opens up pass opportunities. It opens up play action. It opens up things that he can do. So let's see what happens. If I don't know if he has eligibility next year or not, but I'm curious to see what would happen if he didn't have Ashton Jeanty on the team.
Yeah, well, no, I agree with that.
No.
Hey, bro, first of all, we bet one time. All right. I lost one time and the debt was paid.
Yeah, and even that was free money, man. I don't know how would you.
It wasn't.
Bet.
It
You know
wasn't.
what's for free money? Maniac.
That was free money.
You know what's free money? That Tyson fight, I bet you. That was free fucking money, bro.
That was free money.
Man, you've been very vocal about James Franklin, right? On his MO. What's his MO? He loses the big games, right?
Right.
That's just what he does. Right. We know who's second place, Ryan Day, which they call him the Michael Jordan now of James Franklin, which we know that Ryan, the OSU fan base about to implode soon. If they get lucky against Tennessee, it's over against Oregon. I mean, regardless, they have Will Howard, but this is not about them. Let's stay on course here. You also have Dillon Gabriel, right, and Cam Ward, right? Those are the 4 finalists.
Yes.
Yeah. So we know they
are there for posterity's sake.
Yep.
Correct. They're just there for
3 and 4. They're going enjoying the buffet and free lodging and everything else. But no, they're there to be 3 and 4. I think that's very clear.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, look, man. At the end, we know that Travis Hunter will play in his bowl game, right? He has made that clear. So they're gonna play against BYU, right? Which was, a tough team as well. But wait a minute. Wasn't BYU in the Big 12?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
they playing a bowl game against a team from their conference?
Yeah, let me look.
Am I bugging or
they are?
They are, right? And BYU is in the Big 12. Correct me if I'm wrong. Since when we get that? A bowl game against a team from your conference?
I don't know.
It happens every now and then. But yeah, they're playing in the Military Bowl.
Against BYU, right, TJ?
Yeah. Yep, on the 28th of December. Yep.
Wow. I don't know, man. Someone in the chat, let me know the last time we saw that. A regular bowl game, not a national championship. We're talking about a regular bowl game with 2 teams from the same conference faced each other. I just don't recall that. But anyway,
I did not hear this, Moose. I didn't watch that game, to be honest. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, speaking of BYU was the last team when they weren't a Power 4, Power 5 team to have a Heisman winner.
Ty Detmer.
I think so.
Right. Yeah, Ty Detmer. Yeah. They were one. I think they won the Natty in the 80s. BYU. They were tough, man. They were a tough team. Ty Detmer was a beast.
Currently, and for those who aren't watching, currently prime time is on, giving the case for Travis Hunter, and Shador is there too. So we've got the all-out press here. Coach Prime laying the case.
You gotta have the hype machine with you.
This makes it a little messy. I will concede that this makes it a little icky, just a little bit. But
you know what's funny about Prime, bro? He's always like, it's not about like. It's about the team and shit, but Prime always makes it about him all the time, bro.
Yep. So yes and no, right? Because, like, for example, when Oregon beat Michigan, Johnny's favorite coach, Dan Lanning, he called a timeout and he gathered his troops. He said, listen, look at the people leaving, right? Look, are you not entertained? What a coach. God forbid if that was Prime. You see? Look at him. Always boasting. And that's the problem. Listen, Prime is Prime. He's been like that. A player is nothing changed. It's his aura. It's who he is. It's not like he's portraying something he's not, right? He cared for his team. He is who he is. Why is it that when we get somebody this kind of, he's and Prime is Prime, arguably the greatest cover corner in NFL history, arguably the most athletic player in NFL history. So he's somebody. right? He's not. Oh, you was a Mickey Mouse player in the league. You wasn't
exceptional player.
So I'm not saying now. I get it. I'm not saying that it's right. Sometimes, it should always be about your team, not about you. But I just think that when Prime does it, it's just a little bit. People take it more than what it is. I'm just that's me. I've been looking at it.
He made himself an easy target, bro. That's the problem.
Well, I don't.
They take an extra mile.
I don't remember what show it was that I brought. Someone asked me about it, but I said this before. We were talking about this, and someone brought up Curt Cignetti and how he talks a lot. And I said that I think the difference, at least as far as I'm concerned, because I like Prime. I liked him as a player. I do think he's a good coach. My problem with how he talks versus like someone like Curt Cignetti. Curt Cignetti talks trash in a way that makes Curt Cignetti the target, makes him the guy that people are looking at. Prime talks in a way that makes his players the targets, and they're the ones that have to back up his words.
Give me an example. Give me an example, Kinetic.
I'd have to go back and look at his quotes. That's just the feeling I got watching him versus Curt Cignetti.
But you guys got to understand something. This dude took over an atrocious program. These guys only had one win. You got to come in there. You got to have swag. You got to install this toughness, right? He just does it different. People don't like the way he does it. Now, you could say Cignetti, but he's a cocky dude. That's why Ohio State was making fun of him. Google me, right? God forbid if Prime said Google me. Yo, but we see this is his problem. He's arrogant. Nah, it ain't. Listen, they just do it different. It's the same. Listen, they just do it different. It's the same shit, but they just do it different. But because it's Prime, right? And because, listen, I always address the elephant in the room. I ain't got no hair on my tongue. He's an African-American coach. And it's, in America, that happens a lot. When he's there bragging, it seems like, well, why? Look at him. Let any other coach do it. It's fine. I don't get it, man.
It's not. Here's the difference. Here's the difference. What did Indiana do this year?
Fluke season.
What? He did it at James Madison.
It was.
You think it's a fluke? That
you telling me Indiana wins 10 games next season?
Too. You know they had an easy
schedule. I don't know, but I mean the point is Cignetti. And that's why he said Google me, and it's true. You look at his coaching career; he's won everywhere. That's why he said Google me. And like, look, here's the thing. All right, remember this? Remember last year when Deion they had that hot start where they were like 3-0 or some shit. They had a big win against TCU.
Yep.
So he thought he was going to compete for a national title, and then he got humbled real fucking quick, and that's what it is, bro.
Yeah, he got humbled.
That's true. And look, listen, I have no issue. I love what he's doing with Colorado. The real thing he's going to do. The real thing with Prime is after Travis Hunter and his son leaves, how's that team going to be next year?
Right. That's what I've been saying too.
Colorado recruits weird. Because Prime, Deion's essentially like, I'm not gonna try and sell shit to you. You should want to come here. And he gets a lot of his guys in the portal, right? Like if you look at Colorado's recruiting class, what is it ranked right now? It ain't that good.
They've got a quarterback. I know they've got a quarterback. That's
he just started to really recruit.
So he's starting to go.
Colorado's in 37th right now. They got only 6 4-stars. They have only 14 kids right now. 14, bro. You will not have a sustainable program with those numbers.
What's Indiana's recruiting class right now?
It's not good. They gonna hit a wall very fast.
I don't know, man.
Listen, look,
Indiana raised a lot of money. I will say that.
I looked up their recruiting.
What Cignetti did this season, don't get me wrong, it can't get overlooked neither. It was a hell of a season. He got his team in the playoffs. You can't take that from him. Congratulations to him. But look, man. Look, but hold on, Moose. They not 4-8 though. I'm just saying. They not 4-8 this season. They gotten better every year. Now, yes, you're right. Next season is going to be a telling season for Colorado because there's no Travis, there's no Shador. So his coaching skills better come into play because if they go 5-7, he's going to deserve all the criticism, and I'll be one of them. But I'm just talking about him as a person, right? Who Dion is, man, and I think that some people just don't like that, and he's more. How can I say it? Like for the culture, as they say, right? Yeah. Or the hip hop. You had rappers there. You had boxers at his game. So,
all right, I think we are.
All right, go ahead.
Are
we at the time?
Yeah, we almost are. We're at the. They're about to announce the winner of the Heisman Trophy this season.
All right, I think it's going to be Travis, but I want it to be.
Yes, Jeanty. Me too. No, it's going to be Jeanty. It's going to be.
Me and Maniac are opposite on this. He thinks it's going to be Jeanty, but he wants Travis. I want
Charles
Jeanty.
Woodson voted for Travis Hunter.
I mean,
I think Travis Hunter wins, but I want it to be Jeanty as well. That's where I come down on it.
I got Will Johnson.
Hi, mommy.
You said you got Will Johnson.
Bro, did you not see him when he played?
Surprise pick. Surprise. Wouldn't that be?
Coach shouldn't have got his ass.
Write him in.
There you go.
Oh, you know what's kind of funny? Talking about Michigan.
Money Manziel. There we go.
Is like, you know, like TJ Guy was like, "Oh, I'm coming back this year."
Mm-hmm.
And like everyone's like kind of celebrating. It's like, bro, there's no reason you shouldn't be coming back next year. Like, I'm not like celebrating. Like, you can go in the league. Neither is Derek Moore either.
Yeah, Derek Moore.
This is their time though. So you know, it's your time to step in and get 7 apiece. Get 7 or 8 sacks apiece.
Kinetic out here with the Davis Warren propaganda.
Yeah, no, TJ Guy and Derek Moore coming back, man. That's huge for the Michigan defense, man.
I want another edge rusher though.
Yeah, we need.
Like, I don't know. Like, can we trust TJ Guy? I mean, is TJ Guy really ready for that shit? I don't know.
I think so, man. He took a huge leap.
Second half of the season, he really showed up.
Charles Woodson may have voted for Jeanty, but Keoki voted for Hunter, but Keoki voted for Jeanty.
Keoki's a running back father.
Yeah, Keoki. Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Huh?
He knows ball, bro. That's why he voted for Jeanty.
For sure.
Certified
ball, Nor.
Absolutely.
And they draw this out though, don't they? It's like 8:50.
Bro, this is not an hour long.
Your perseverance and your grit and they're literally going through all the adjectives to stretch this out for more commercials.
You know they gotta string it out.
I think they
Here we go.
Did they announce it?
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter, your Heisman Trophy winner. Ladies and gentlemen.
There he is.
It's Travis Hunter.
Boys and girls.
Bullshit.
There you have it.
He was wrong.
Here we go.
Not a surprise and how voters kind of take into account propaganda and take into account some of this.
TJ in Kinetic right now.
I'm really pissed off.
I I expected it. You got the Hype Machine of Prime behind you. Of course you're gonna win.
I don't listen. I say this, man. I'm okay with it because I'm just looking at it. Like I said, I take nothing from Jeanty, man. He's a phenomenal player, right? He is. But
absolutely.
What Travis Hunter did, man, like it can't get overlooked, man. How you play offense and defense full time and you elite on both sides? That's crazy.
He's great.
So he's right.
Like, it's not that you don't deserve. He deserves a Heisman.
Either one of them would have been deserved.
He deserves.
Yeah.
In any other year, there's
one of these dudes wins the
special
Heisman
player like that,
look,
and they're gonna win.
Say this. You know what, Kinetic, TJ? You know what? This should fuel Jeanty and his team. So whoever they play from that winner of Penn State versus SMU. That O-line better say you getting 300 rushing yards, and we hope it's Penn State, so we can show the country that they got it wrong. Now he go play Penn State and rush for 108 yards on 36 carries. Then
I'll say this though, it's good. This is good for college football for Travis Hunter to win it though. To have a player who's playing both ways, playing defense. He's only the second defensive player to ever win the Heisman.
Right.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Ndamukong Suh should have won it.
Yeah.
I think Suh should have.
He got robbed. Absolutely.
I think Suh should have.
Who won it that year? Was it
a quarterback?
Was it Colt?
Yeah, I think it was the one from Texas. No, Colt McCoy.
I'm gonna be honest. This is an unpopular opinion. I don't even think Hutch should have come in second that year. He was up there. In fact,
you know that OSU game, his Heisman moment.
Homie from Alabama had a better year.
Ohio heritage is coming out right now.
Yeah.
You know that Heisman moment is big. You know that it's the pageantry of the Heisman. It's not just how
Hutch definitely had a Heisman moment in that game against Ohio State.
Three sacks against
called his own shot. Called his own shot.
Yeah. Dillon, in a normal year, Dillon Gabriel probably would have won this. Undefeated quarterback with 30-some TDs. Normal year, he wins it easily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, and that's a great point, Johnny, because too, remember, look at his numbers against the good teams he's played. He was the only game, I think the only bad game he had was the Wisconsin game where they won 16-13 against Ohio State. He cooked their ass. You saw what he did to us. Not saying that we were really a good team, but also Penn State, he shredded them. He put up almost half 100 against their defense. So, you know, definitely Dillon Gabriel definitely deserved to be there. And you're right. It all differs, man. You know, what I'm really upset, man, you know, Blake Corum, man, that 22 season. It has nothing to do with being a Michigan fan. That dude, he doesn't get hurt against Illinois. He just had to have a decent game against Ohio State. He didn't have to go crazy. We go to the Big Ten championship. We was gonna win another. That's it. He's your Heisman winner that year.
Mark Ingram won the Heisman the year Sue came in fourth.
Okay.
Shout out to Flint, Michigan.
How we let him? Yeah, but Michigan was bad at the time. Like, you know how we say we got to keep these players home like that. We can't let that happen. Early. Yeah, man. Not shot. Listen, listen. I'm happy for Travis. I think, like I said, my opinion. But Jeanty, listen, make no bones. The dude, he's the best running back in the nation. We've mentioned that. I think there's nothing about it. And at least this, again, he has something to play for now. He's in the playoff. He can win the ultimate prize, right? What would you rather win, the Heisman or the national championship? And you being the reason you won that national championship.
Come on, he ain't winning that now.
I know, Johnny. Come on, man. We gotta throw some sprinkles on it. We gotta make it look good. We gotta make it look good.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
No, we know that. But you know, just like the Ohio State fans, you know, they think we're gonna go through the toughest path in history, and Ryan Day is gonna redeem himself. And
I love it.
Off-season national champions.
Yeah,
Speaking of Ohio State, we got this special thing that we put together for them. Not a world premiere because it's been premiered, but second run ever.
I said you soft, so what? What you gonna do? What? Don't no man call me soft. I hate that, all right? Wait, let me slow you down, cause I'm a man. I called you soft. First of all, now I don't like you swelling all up and all. What's all this swell up shit? What's that about? What you taking in all this air for, Claude? What you feeling, huh? What's on your mind, huh? What, you gonna put your chin up? Huh? That means something to me? Cause I said soft? Cause I said soft, so what? I spell it. S-O-F-T. Soft. Huh? How you like that? What you gonna do, Claude?
Super soft. Soft serve. Charmin soft.
Yeah.
Terry Cloth. The other state.
Hey, we all might get felonies here if we're not careful.
Oh yeah, be careful.
6 months. Yeah, Ohio's coming after us.
The Ohio feds is watching us. Oh my
That's
goodness.
true, bro.
This is ridiculous.
Incredible.
And also,
all right. So
6
look,
months.
let's take it around. Obviously the trophy has been handed out. Travis Hunter, your 2024 Heisman Trophy winner. Let's start with Kinetic. I know this is the worst possible outcome for you. How are you feeling?
It's fine. I expected it. I think the Jeanty should have won. I'm not taking anything away from Travis Hunter. I think he's a great player. In my opinion, the Heisman should be somebody that's the best at their position, and he wasn't the best wide receiver. He wasn't the best corner. I think Jeanty should have won, but as people pointed out, a lot of the Heisman is about moments. It's about hype. It's about what people see on TV, and Hunter got it. And I'm not going to say he doesn't deserve it. Played his ass off this year. So I mean, I'm happy for him. I just think it was the wrong decision.
Yeah,
no problem. John.
Yeah. I mean, I also I'm happy for him. I think it's notable that a defensive player wins the Heisman, even though obviously you have to play both sides these days if you're on defense. Hutch obviously came the closest just playing defense, but yeah, I think Jeanty deserved it. We're gonna see more from him. Obviously, he's gonna be in the playoff. He'll have an opportunity to beat Barry Sanders' record in the first playoff game, and I think it's very notable.
The 20th.
Anybody
20th?
got the yards? No, the yardage.
Yeah, not for Boise.
They've got a bye. How
many yards does he need to break it?
Oh, I got it right here. He needs
150, 200, somewhere like that.
Let me pull up the calculator here.
I think it's like 200 or less.
I got it right here. He needs 131 yards.
That's very doable.
He gets that.
Very doable.
But he's gonna get about 37 against Penn State. TJ, what are your thoughts?
I'll say this, man. Look, Travis Hunter is obviously an elite player, and I'll say this too. Remember when he got laid the fuck out by that Colorado State player last year?
Remember that? Yep.
And you know what I love though? He didn't complain, bro. Neither did Deion. Even Deion said that's part of the game. Like everyone threw a fit. Everyone, like all the fan base and media, was like, "Oh my god!" They were all freaking out like little bitches. But they were like, "No, it's part of the game. It is what it is." I mean, the dude, I forgot the injury he had, but whatever. Point being is, Hunter's a dog, so I respect it. I just felt Jeanty deserved it more. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And I do think it's good for college football to have a defensive player win it again. And also to have a school like, even though it would have been good for Boise, but also to have a school like Colorado represented, because you don't see that type of stuff every day. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's a win-win for college football, but I would have liked to have seen Jeanty. It is what it is. Hopefully Jeanty balls out against Penn State, though.
I hope he does.
And I agree with Maniac, by the way. This should be fucking fuel. Like, this should be fuel for his team. Like, that's disrespectful, right? So do something about it.
Yeah. No doubt. Johnny?
Yeah. Jeanty balled out, but like I said before, it's not something we haven't seen before. We've seen Melvin Gordon. We've seen LaDainian Tomlinson. We've seen some of these dudes do this and not win the Heisman in better conferences. So it's not something we haven't seen before. So that's part of it. Travis Hunter, we haven't seen this.
But if Jeanty breaks Barry's record, have you ever seen that before?
Hey, it's my time.
Hey guys, not trying to change.
Hold on now.
We're doing that together, bro.
Time to shine. Hold on. So also with Travis Hunter, he's not the best at his position, but you could argue he's the best football player in college because he's good, maybe great at corner, and he's really good or great at receiver. So if you really look at it, he's the best football player. And I've been saying this since the season started. He's the best football player. Mm-hmm. If I need play receiver, got you. Oh, he's killing it. Oh, play corner, got you. You see what I'm saying? If I need a linebacker, can I throw Jeanty at it? I don't know. So that's just what I'm saying. As an actual football player, he's the best. So that's what I got.
The Maniac.
Yeah, man, listen, just, you guys made phenomenal points on both sides. Again, two great football players. Us that we're diehard Michigan fans, but we are also fans of the sport in general. And we all can agree that we enjoy watching both these players play this season. And we will get to see at least Travis Hunter one more time. And so is Jeanty. So, you know, these guys can make more of a claim. You know, Travis Hunter could ball out in his bowl game and say, see, this is why I am him. And Jeanty, you know, his game is more meaningful because it's a playoff game. And, you know, his team could take this real personal and turn it up, man. So it's going to be interesting what was going to happen, both games for both players. And we'll see what happens, man. But, you know, shout to them. You know, shout to both of them, man. I'm just happy for Travis. I really think that he deserved it. But, you know, Jeanty, again, great running back. You know, these guys are going pro. These guys is going to make a lot of money, man. So at the end of the day, there's no losers here.
I agree.
I know this is a Heisman show, but I just want to ask, has there ever been another time? I just saw the post where an entire team opted out of a bowl.
Yo, that's crazy. Marshall.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the whole team?
Yeah, the whole team.
Because the coach left.
They had 25 players enter the portal.
Who's replacing them?
I haven't seen anything about anybody.
Listen, 5 and 7 team we don't know who yet.
This team, no, they mentioned them. Louisiana Tech, I think.
Well, Louisiana Tech.
Has that ever happened before? Today is today the first time that's ever happened?
I believe so.
Before I give my final thoughts, let's start here. I hate to say I told you so, but I did. No, I'm joking. All right. So look, I agree with everybody's sentiments. I think both of these guys were deserving. Like I said, if I had a vote, I would have put it on Travis Hunter because I think what he did, we haven't seen, you know, since the early days of football when, you know, the forward pass was illegal. Even the great Charles Woodson, like I said before, he didn't do it to this level. He might have been better at cornerback than Travis Hunter, no doubt about it. But he certainly wasn't at receive. Certainly wasn't giving us 1,100 yard receiving seasons, and wasn't second in all of college football in receiving touchdowns. So that's the difference to me, and that's why I think Travis deserves to be your Heisman Trophy winner. I think if Ashton Jeanty would have won it, it would have been deserving as well, and I wouldn't have had a complaint about it. Outside of the fact that he's going to break Barry Sanders' record playing at the very least 3 more games than Barry Sanders played.
Yes.
I digress, though.
You said 3 more?
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, because Barry did it in 11 games. Travis Jeanty has already played 13 games.
Right.
He's played. Now we have 12 regular season games, plus they count the postseason stats. So the championship game counts. So he's ready, and he's going to play at least 1 playoff game. So
I'll say my counter to that is that because that is a valid point, but my counter to that is when Barry played, the teams weren't as athletic as they are now, and it was much more a run-focused game than it is now.
I mean, he's getting 30 carries a game. It's pretty run-focused for him. Also, the talent in terms of the athleticism was relative. It's not like obviously Barry was different.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
he played the talent that
Barry's
was
the greatest running back to ever do it, man.
Barry
Like in
was-
terms
I
of
agree,
athletic comparison, there's
1000%.
no one on Barry's
He was-
level, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he
And
should
that
have broke the
was in
NFL record on the college
in the
level
Big
record.
12, that's when you had Nebraska was elite. Oh, yo,
SMU? Was SMU still over there?
tough.
Or had
They
they already
might have
gotten the
been.
death penalty?
They had the death penalty already.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that was a little bit before, but that was during Dickinson.
Yeah, you're right.
Days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Texas, Oklahoma, right? Big
Right.
12?
Oklahoma,
Yeah.
Texas. Nebraska was over there, like you said. Yeah.
Nebraska,
I saw a joint where Barry Switzer, who I think was the coach at Oklahoma at the time, made the comment because, by the way, Barry Sanders was the backup to Thurman Thomas before that season. And Barry Switzer made the comment to his team, don't hurt Thurman Thomas because the backup is better than him, right? So that's pretty crazy. But shout out to those guys in that time. This is another reason I meant to bring this up while we were talking about this whole Travis versus Jeanty thing. Another reason that I think Jeanty, when using transitive property, doesn't do what he's doing necessarily on Boise State is because, yes, his offensive line, if we put him on the top third team in any of the Power 4 conferences, his offensive line is better, absolutely. However, those defensive lines are also better, and the second and third level of those defenses are better as well. These are better athletes. These are faster athletes than he is facing in the Mountain West. Like, it's not even close. You know, he might be a very good running back. He may even be a Heisman Trophy worthy running back. He's not putting up these numbers necessarily just because his line is blocking better. Because every other level is a great athlete.
Why? How? All right, let's just say this. Let's say you put Jeanty on a team like Georgia. SEC, best conference, we'd argue. I don't think it's crazy to think he puts up similar numbers, man.
Oh, hell no.
I think it's kind of crazy.
Why do you doubt that? Because the linebackers and DBs are quicker and faster? Because they are. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Like,
and stronger.
You got how many? All right, let me ask you an honest question. Yeah. How many games have you guys watched at Jeanty?
I watched 3 games of
early in the year.
He's really he is special, bro.
He's good. He is. He really is good.
And I think people don't realize that Jeanty played running back, wide receiver, slot wide receiver, safety, linebacker, and even some D line prior to coming to Boise State and being just their focus at running back. Like, he's not just a runner. He can do a lot.
Yeah, but he didn't do it this year, though.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, but a lot of people, I've seen a lot of arguments online that he's like one dimensional. He's not.
Like, I'm curious to see where he gets drafted because, like, they're saying
he's going first round probably to the Cowboys.
Like, possibly like top 10.
Oh, no, he might not go first round.
He's going.
He might not go first round.
Maniac. I'll bet you 25 he goes first round.
I'll bet you too. Like, he's going first round.
I don't know because it depends what they need.
Fuck Maniac off of it.
Look at the mock drafts already, right? You got they got Cam Ward as probably the first quarterback off the board.
No,
Shador's going first round. Travis, Michigan got Loveland, Will Johnson, Graham. That's 3. We don't know about Kenneth Grant, right? That's still up in the air. I mean, and if he gets drafted, it's probably going to be late first. He's not a top 10 pick.
All right, I'll make it. All right, I'll bet you right now. I'll bet you $20 he goes top 20. Deal? $20. $20 top 15.
Top 15. He don't go top 15.
I bet you $20 he doesn't go top 20.
You bet me he doesn't go top 20?
He's not going top 20.
All right. All right. 3M. We got the bet. If anyone else wants to join we got 3 months. You guys can join the bet.
Right.
I'll bet you 20 he goes top 20.
I will bet that he doesn't go top 20. That he gets.
We don't know. We gamble in the so this group chat we got.
He does not get past the Cowboys. Whatever.
That's where he's projected to go.
Top 20. We got it.
I think top 20 is fair.
I think he's going.
I'll go in on that.
I think honestly he's going to go top 12, but I'll take that. I'll take it 3M. So we're officially on.
We're on. Me, you, John. We're on.
What about me?
Kinetic, you want some of this?
We need a actually, no. Yeah.
I don't remember where the Cowboys pick, but I'm saying he's not making it past the Cowboys.
Yeah, our bet's good, right?
Huh?
Our bet's good, right?
We're good. Yeah, we're good.
Yo, we doing watch parties for the playoff games.
We got the playoff game watch party. I guess we could choose one.
So Friday is Notre. So next Friday is Notre Dame, Indiana, 8 p.m. Only one game on Friday. And then Saturday, a week from today, we got 3 games. the Penn State at 12, the Texas Clemson at 4, and then the prime time game, which is Tennessee versus the other state.
Ooh, I'm hate watching that one. I know that.
That's gonna be the best game.
Let's take our fandom out of it and let's be real. Tennessee, Ohio State's the best game in the first.
Yeah, no, but that's why. Listen,
I can't wait to see Tennessee plant that flag. I cannot wait.
This is why Kinetic is a primetime game. They know what they're doing. That game is everyone is gonna be home 8 p.m. That is gonna get viewers like
you saying SMU Penn State ain't gonna move the needle?
Yeah, I'm not going to move the needle, but I'm still calling SMU as my upset of the playoffs.
They're gonna get destroyed.
Man.
Probably. But with any playoff bracket, you got to pick an upset, and that's my upset.
I still betting on it. Let's bet it. Let's bet Penn State. Who wants the Penn State SMU bet?
I know Penn State. Listen, that game is not moving the needle because that's the last Saturday before Christmas. So everybody's going to be shopping and they're just going to be looking at their phones. Let me just check the score. They're going to want to be home. They're going to want to be home for that Penn State game and probably the beginning of that Texas Clemson. Because I think that game, even though I am picking Texas, that could be a sleeper. So we'll see.
Hold on. How is the number 5 team a sleeper?
Huh?
How is the number 5 team a sleeper? They're in the top half of the playoffs.
No, I'm talking about the Clemson game in general. That could be a sleeper. They could be a sleeper team that, they could go in there and give Texas a run for their money.
I think it's gonna make it to the.
Okay, but Clemson. Okay, so I think there's a difference here. Like I know that SMU is ranked higher than Clemson, but let's be real. Clemson's a better team on paper than SMU. So. It's not. I don't consider it really an upset. I feel like Clemson and Texas are a lot closer in talent level.
Agree.
On paper, Penn State should blow SMU out of the water, but
but it comes down to coaching.
Like March Madness brackets, you always pick an upset.
James Franklin wins the games he's
I'm
supposed
picking
to win.
An upset for my bracket. I'm picking SMU because it's James Franklin. But
James Franklin wins the games he's supposed to win.
Okay.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. James Franklin loses the big games, and is the playoffs considered too big for James Franklin?
Yeah,
I think that's what we'll find out for sure. Yeah. But I think he wins this game going away.
Another interesting game for me is Indiana Notre Dame, bro. Because Cincinnati, you guys might give him some shit, but he really is a dog, bro. Like he really I'm sure you guys saw. Yeah, man. I'm sure you guys saw his Big Ten media conference. He really called out fucking everybody.
Right.
Like you got listen, his schedule was easy this year. It was
easy, really easy.
CJ, listen. I'm gonna take the hype pie away from you. You eating that hype pie too much, man. Indiana's a $3 bill, bro. They a $3 bill. Michigan showed it, right? If our offense was just a tad better, we beat them. And then the best team they played was Ohio State, and that wasn't even a game. They scored on the opening drive and scored on the last. They're gonna Notre Dame is gonna be too physical for them. You're gonna see. Not saying it's gonna be a blowout, but they not ready yet. They not ready. What?
Brother, Michigan beat Ohio State, bro. Michigan gave Oregon a game. Michigan gave Oregon a game. Indiana's a good team. Slightly. It's a good team. It's not an elite team. It's a good team. They're well coached.
The problem is when
they are well coached.
When Indiana plays a good defense, their water gets shut all the way off, and they look like Indiana again.
There we go with some Johnny-isms. Let's do it.
No, you think Indiana has no chance against Notre Dame?
Huh?
You think Indiana? I'm talking to Mania. You think he's got? You think Indiana has zero chance against Notre Dame?
No, nobody has a zero chance in the playoffs. Everyone has a chance.
Zero chance.
But they have I'm going to say about a 20% chance of
hoping. So I'm hoping we see an upset in the playoffs.
Yeah, I won't be mad if Indiana wins. I won't be mad because where's my man Notre Dame fan at? Dallas, Notre Dame, man. He's the number one troll.
That dude's crazy, Notre Dame, bro.
Yeah, he'll be in hiding.
Here's the reality. Davis Warren beat Ohio State. So anybody can beat anybody
Stop
this year in college football.
Please stop saying Davis Warren.
That's the biggest rivalry game.
With that said, if Ohio State can lose to Davis Warren, let's go around the panel and have everybody pick one upset for the playoffs.
No, let me pick one. Before, real quick. All right, I'll say that.
I guess it's got to be first round.
Let me get on the dance floor real quick. You said Davis Warren. Remember what Michigan was when they played Ohio State. First of all, they came off a bye and looked their best against Northwestern. And then they went into Ohio State. If they play Ohio State anytime in the regular season, and we play them in week 4, week 5, we get cooked. We get fried rice. All right? Luckily, it was at the end. And it's just a rivalry game. Michigan right now just has that recipe, right? So that wasn't the same Michigan team that played Indiana that played Ohio State. Let's be real there. But okay, let's get to the question you asked. If there's going to be one upset, if I could pick just one upset in the first round, who would I go with? Right? If I had gun to my head. Damn. Yo, you know what? I go SMU. I go SMU.
I know the easy one.
SMU.
I know the over OSU.
The
Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee over OSU.
What we call that an upset? What we call that a huge upset?
We call that an upset. Yeah.
I
considered a favorite, bro.
No, but would you be shocked?
That may not be. That's the upset we need and want.
No, you're right. No, Donnie. No, you're right. That's the one we need. I want that bad than anything.
I want them to plant a flag, bro.
Right.
Plant a fucking flag, bro.
So will we be more shocked? All right. If SMU beats Penn State and Tennessee beats Ohio State, which one you'll be more shocked with?
Of course. SMU, of course.
Yeah. See, so that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by upset. Like you, like, yo, I didn't see that coming.
But like, no. All right, I hear you on that. But like, let's also be honest too. I mean, I'll tell you this though. I think Indiana has a better chance of beating Notre Dame than SMU does Penn State. I think Notre Dame's fraudulent, bro.
Really?
I think Indiana's
You don't think Notre Dame's fraudulent?
I don't. In fact, I'll tell you, I have Notre Dame versus Texas in the championship game. I think Notre Dame.
Georgia?
I think. Oh yeah. First of all, who's the quarterback for Georgia? Number one. Number two. It's not like Georgia's been.
Got it right here.
Unbeatable this year.
Oh, you're not wrong. No, who has been? No one's been unbeatable.
But I think Notre Dame, since they lost to NIU, they've been dominant. It's not just that they're winning; they are dominating everyone. And they are doing it in a way that is very familiar to the way that Michigan did it last year. They're playing great defense. They're running the football.
Dude, they lost to Northern Illinois.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying since that point, though, they've dominated everyone.
Who have they beaten? They beat USC, who's fucking garbage. Army's okay.
I mean, their schedule's been pretty bad.
Okay. Georgia Tech is respectable. Stanford's garbage. Louisville, whatever, bro. Like, they play fucking nobody.
I know. I get it. I get what you're saying. I'm not. I think Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame is better than Indiana, but I think they'll struggle. I don't see them beating the likes of a Georgia.
Ohio State was better than Michigan. It's not about who's better. Right. It's about who can win that game. I think Kurt Cinetti is going to get the boys fucking ready for it. Listen, if you can't tell, which I know people can tell, I'm a Kurt Cinetti fan. And I think he's a damn good coach. So I just feel like that's a game that I feel like that's an upset that can happen. We'll see though. Maybe Notre Dame fucking works them, and I'm dead wrong. But
yeah, it's the physicality, TJ, and we see,
bro. I just don't.
Remember what Johnny said. Notre Dame has a very good defense this year, and they are physical. Once Indiana played 2 good defenses this year, only 2, Michigan and Ohio State. Right. And in the Michigan game, they barely scored 20. They only scored 3 points in the second half in their home field when they was going into that game, averaging about 46, 47 points a game. Michigan did that to you, a bad Michigan team. And we saw what happened when they went to the shoot. So now they got to travel again, a night game in South Bend. Okay, it's in the same state. I get it. But that's a different animal, man. This is what? Freeman's third season in, fourth season. You know, I mean, I'm not going to say again, the Indiana has no shot. If they win that game, I'm not gonna be totally shocked, but I'll be surprised. Like, oh, but we'll see, man. They're gonna have to be physical. They're gonna have to run the ball, TJ. If they can't run the ball against Notre Dame, they're not gonna win.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Marcus
Hopefully,
Freeman does have some Ryan Day and James Franklin in it.
Ripstar wants to know if Davis 6 touchdown, 9 interception Warren is transferring.
Oh yeah.
No, he's gonna win. He's gonna win the starting job out of fall camp next year.
Yeah, right.
You know what?
Watch this space. Watch this space.
He's gonna beat out Billy Edwards for the starting job to begin the season.
But I don't know when he's going to transfer. You know what I think? Because he's the starting quarterback for the bowl game, he might not transfer till April.
Yeah.
Fair.
Or because the portal, I think, closes on the 29th. Our game's on the 31st. So,
Right.
So there's no thought. There's no thought about playing Jaden Davis in this bowl game.
There is.
He might get some play. He might get some play at the end of the game.
I'm gonna be very real.
He might.
I'm gonna be very honest on Jaden Davis. Has anyone seen? So some of these dudes went to the transfer portal. You know where I'm going, Johnny. Fucking all right. So like some of these dudes who didn't really get any playing time, they released like some practice film, and there's some practice film of Jaden Davis, and they have completely broken down his throwing mechanics, and it's bad. It's bad.
It's Byron Leftwich.
But hold on a second, though, TJ.
To do that and be successful.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, it's not like we didn't know his throwing motion when he came out of high school. Like one of the scouting reports on him coming out of high school was janky throwing motion, but it works. So you know what? At this point, I say put him in the bowl game and let's let him show us that it works.
No, he won't. The coaches do not listen. I'm going to tell you this, and I swear to God, the coaches don't think he's good enough. That's why he does not play. And he's not playing in the bowl game. And his throwing mechanics, listen, before his throwing mechanics were, in my opinion, college acceptable. You know, because like Tim Tebow had terrible throwing mechanics, great quarterback. But now, I'm telling you, it's like, remember when my guy, who was the dude who was drafted by the 76ers? He had that shoulder injury and his shot was fucked up. Who was it? He went to Orlando.
Markelle
Fulton.
Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, Fultz. Bro. It's like that. It's busted.
It looks like it's gotten worse because I didn't really notice that.
The throwing mechanics.
Here's the thing, though. We saw him in the spring game, and he looked. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, no, but it's bad. It's bad now. It's changed. It's not good now.
Why was he such a high recruit then coming out of high school?
Because he's good at football.
Yeah, I got it. Hey, here it is. I got it. I'm gonna share
Campbell wasn't a good quarterback coach for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna share the screen. Watch it together. Watch. Here's what I'm talking about. I found it on Twitter.
It's horrible.
It's not good.
Pretty bad.
It's not good.
Pretty bad.
It's true.
All right, let me know when you're ready. We ready?
Yeah.
So watch his throwing motion.
You gotta maximize it.
It is maxed. Watch this. Hold on. Watch. Just watch. We'll watch again. It's going again. And the next one, you'll see it right here. Look at this. The fuck is that, bro? Right here.
Brings it from way down.
Dude, he's like this.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, it's broke. It's done.
So maybe. So you guys think that maybe that's one of the reasons why his family wanted him to redshirt his freshman season, because they kind of knew, like, listen, we don't think he's ready. Yes, he's talented, right? He just hasn't put it together yet. So. I mean, maybe that's the reason. I'm just asking a question. I don't know.
You're right, though, that his parents wanted to redshirt him this year. I did not know they broke it. I didn't until these recent highlight tapes, and it's not something that's been publicly announced. It's just we can see it with our eyes. I had no idea they broke his throwing motion down. So like they do this with pitchers. They do this with some quarterbacks. It's rare. It's more rare with quarterbacks. Because the reality is they want him to be an NFL quarterback. So it's like, look, if you want to be an NFL quarterback, we gotta completely start over. If we don't start over, you're never gonna make it. You're never gonna make it to the NFL, right? So that's why they did this. But here's the reality: there's risk involved. He could never figure it out. Because you got to think about this. For 18, 19 years of his life, or like 15 or 13, however long he's been throwing a ball, that shit is embedded in him his throwing motion. It's natural. So now he's completely doing a completely different throwing motion. It's completely unnatural, and you can see it in that video. Like it's broke, bro. Like I'm gonna be real with you. Like I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not being a hater because like I like Jaden Davis come out of high school. I thought he could be a solid college quarterback.
Me too.
He will never be a quarterback for Michigan, and I doubt he'll ever be a solid quarterback at college level. I doubt.
He was completing those passes though.
Dog. I mean, listen, we could throw $100 on this one. It takes 4 years to get it resolved. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just letting you know, like, I've lost. I'm out on it. I'm out on Jaden Davis. I hate to say it. I love I respect. It's all love. I don't mean to be an asshole because I don't want to be, but I got to call it like I see it. I'm out, bro. I'm out.
Yeah, I will say that who did they bring in to relieve Davis Warren in the Northwestern game? They brought in Jaden Davis. I do think that if this game goes the way that Michigan hopes and prays that it does, and they're up by a little bit, then maybe Jaden gets a look in the fourth quarter.
He's gone.
But I think it's going to be the Davis Warren special at the ReliaQuest.
Yeah, it's going to be Davis Warren.
I just want
to know how
I don't want to hear it
from Maize Madman next year if Davis Warren beats out Billy the Kid for the starting job.
If Davis Warren beats out Billy Edwards for the starting job, then that just leads me to believe that Billy Edwards was a terrible quarterback.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do that.
No, I don't think that's going to happen. I think
if Davis Warren goes out here and beats the local Pop Warner team's quarterback for the quarterback position, I think the Pop Warner team quarterback is horrible. No disrespect to Davis Warren because he has overcome a bunch of things. I'm not refrain from calling him.
What about my man Davis Warren? All season, get crazy, bro, and he the man next year. He going to Oklahoma, throw 4 touchdowns, 0 intos, 290.
This is why I think that TJ's on to something here with Jaden Davis, because if Jaden Davis couldn't beat out Davis Warren, he must be a broken man.
Yeah, I ain't bullshitting, bro. I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole because I want Jaden Davis to succeed. But let me just also say this on Billy Edwards. Billy Edwards is better than every quarterback we had. And I know,
I don't expect Davis Warren to beat him out. I just think it would be hilarious.
I want this narrative to stop, Dom. I made a tweet yesterday that got some people upset, and all I did was post a statistic.
I saw it, and it was that Billy Edwards' completion percentages, I believe it's 43%. 43% beyond 10 yards, okay, which it is.
Right.
And a lot of people got upset with that. But it's just look, I don't do safe spaces, okay? I call it like I see it. It is what it is. It's a fucking number. And here's what I do agree with. His offensive line was ranked 133 out of 134. So when you don't have a good offensive line, it is hard to be accurate beyond 10 yards. Routes got to develop. So that's true. And that's fair. And I'm not having a side on the argument either. I'm not saying Billy Edwards is garbage, although I did want a better, a more upgraded, higher level quarterback. But that said, if you give him a good offensive line and a solid run game, I'm sure that a completion percentage does improve. And he does appear to be a solid quarterback. But one thing I learned, not to cut you off, Kinetic, is one thing I heard from listening to Sam Webb, and I need to confirm this. I could be wrong here, but maybe the chat will let me know.
Successfully cut off Kinetic?
Bro, fucking
what?
Dude, did Kinetic tell you about the time my power went out?
I was watching when your power went out. Right after, by the way, you were talking about it was right in the time that we were talking about. You were talking about
remember Billy
some other anomaly, some other thing that might be fake or real.
Right. and I was fast asleep. I couldn't rescue it.
Yeah, I called John. I was like, John, you gotta save me, and he's not answering.
Yeah, and I didn't know what to do because I didn't have the ability to stop the stream or anything. So I'm just on there what the fuck do I do?
Billy,
that was great.
But
so
Billy
I do want to say, TJ, that Billy Edwards looks like the type of quarterback that could thrive in Chip Lindsey's system, though.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't disagree.
I don't remember to see any of these quarterbacks play football except Bryce Underwood.
The game in 22, when the quarterback, when Tua's little brother came out the game, Billy Edwards, he took them. He scored like 2 drives on our defense in that 22 game in the big house where Blake went crazy. The guy has potential, man. He's good. He's solid. And remember, Michigan, we don't need you to be flashy. We just need you to make throws, which he can. And he's athletic. This guy will run out the pocket in 20 yards.
I think he's going to be a great scout team quarterback.
Let me counter.
In the NFL. Go ahead.
Let me counter this, though. So everyone talks about how mobile he is. Does anyone know how many yards he got this year?
Yeah, he was getting sacked. That's why.
Was it like 20, like 2,700 yards, something like that? 23?
It's like here, I got it right here. It's hold up. I got it right here. All right, it is only 150 yards. He's averaging 1.9 yards a carry. Yes, sacks matter, but I'm just trying to say, like, he ain't as mobile as everyone's
rushing. Okay.
Also, here's the thing, and my guys like finish your sentence. My bad. So I heard this. I heard this from Sam.
I wasn't saying them. Go.
You guys let me know if I'm wrong here, because I don't know. But apparently Maryland benched him, bro, at the end of the year. Is this true?
Yeah.
Did they?
Oh, we do have a Will Howard situation.
I've listened to a couple Terrapins podcasts, and they all of them were saying that with him gone, the only option they have is the new incoming freshman that they got.
No, I need to look out right now,
bro. So you telling me Cade is better than him?
No.
Right.
I think he could be better than Cade and Chip Lindsey.
So that's my point. Why we listen as Michigan fans, I think this is the problem. Dudes want Quinn Ewers as the quarterback to come in. They want every 5 starters in the portal. Yeah. You know, dudes is never satisfied as Michigan fans. Never satisfied. No matter who we get.
But we can't set the bar. We can't set the bar that low though.
Yeah. But
the bar was low this year, and it's in hell.
No, but
it ain't hard to beat that now.
No, we know, but listen, this is the problem. They evaluated him. They understand what's going on here. We have our OC. So you want to bring in you got to also understand Bryce is there, right? We want somebody to say, look, he might drive at first. He said, listen, once we get to the mall, you're going to take the car, Bryce, but we need somebody to drive first. You just don't want to throw him in there.
I want to throw him in there. I don't want to see any of these guys play quarterback except for Bryce Underwood next year.
I think
once he plays bad, boo, put in Bryce. In Bryce. Boo.
Absolutely. He got one bad drive. He better score touchdowns on every drive, or the entire state of Michigan is calling for Bryce Underwood. Nobody wants to see these guys.
After week 2, put Bryce
pressure packed because of that.
So what happens if Bryce in his first 2 drives results into 0 points? What are we gonna do? But just let him try. He's only a freshman.
Davis won.
Yeah,
that's
all right, but we lose it. We lose, and it's okay though, because he's a freshman. Right? Come on, now you can't have it like that. Nah.
Chances. It's like
Dylan Raiola went out here and lost a bunch of games. What are we talking about?
But that's Nebraska. They got no choice. That's Nebraska. When was the last time Nebraska was relevant, man? Yeah, remember,
if Michigan had gotten Miller Moss, or if Michigan had gotten one of these kind of higher level quarterbacks, then I think you have a real argument where they could battle Bryce and maybe they take the job for a couple of games. I think with this situation, Bryce starts game 1. I think Bryce is gonna beat out Edwards.
Thank you.
Okay.
He's better than this guy already.
All right. I don't want nothing. I don't want no one here crying saying, I don't want to hear nothing. He go to Oklahoma. He throws 3 interceptions and Michigan gets boat race. I don't want to hear nobody. I'm gonna say that's what y'all wanted.
All right, here's my take
exactly
on
what
it.
I want.
Here's my take.
Right.
Billy Edwards will start here. I don't think they're going to throw Underwood until after the Oklahoma game.
Agreed.
And I agree, though, when Billy Edwards starts fucking up, if he fucks up, because maybe he doesn't, maybe it is an offensive line.
It ain't gonna be long. Let's be real.
Yeah, Bryce Underwood is gonna get spot. Now let me also just say this too, because we don't have our show till Tuesday. Michigan better get some fucking dudes at these skill positions, because they are not, as it currently stands right now. McCauley is not enough, and I've not heard any smoke on some more quality wide receivers, and we need to get that. And now, obviously, we're in a battle right now with Ohio State for my guy from Alabama, which I can't remember his name right now. But even so, Michigan's got to get their shit together, bro. Like, to me, they're playing a little conservative in the portal market, and I don't like it. And I know I got some shit from some people on Thursday, but like, fuck it. I'm never gonna hold back. I'm gonna tell it how it is. And and here's the thing, and Maniac, like, you know, you were talking about like, yeah, okay, Billy Edwards is an upgrade to what we had this year, no doubt. And if we had Billy Edwards and a McCauley, if we had McCauley and Billy Edwards this year, we're probably a playoff team. That said, next year though, this defense ain't gonna have a Mason Graham or a Will Johnson, although we beat Ohio State without Will Johnson, so that's interesting. But like, I'm concerned we're losing a lot on defense, and we, you know, like we cannot settle, as Johnny was like, I don't want to settle, bro. I want to be fucking elite. I want to be a top 5 team every year, and there's no reason we shouldn't be. That if we are not a top 5 team, it should not be a resource problem. If we are not a top 5 team, then it's a coaching problem, and you can fix that. Resources should never be the problem. And like, word is, Michigan has the financial capacity, but I'm not seeing it in the portal right now.
Yeah, the portal's been a flop to this point, no doubt about it, especially with what was rumored to have been available to Michigan. That is for sure. Another thing, though, is everybody frozen?
No,
no. All right, no, it's TJ. TJ's in the portal.
I'm not alive. You can't see me?
Yeah, I mean, we can see you. It's like, yeah,
you're freezing a bit.
But anyway, what I think though is this, bro. I think Bryce Underwood is better than Billy Edwards right now. Now, granted, he doesn't have the experience that Billy Edwards have, and that's got to be something. That's got to hold some weight. But Bryce Underwood is gonna have the opportunity to practice with the team during bowl week. He's gonna have the opportunity to practice with the team in the spring. All of those things. I think his floor is, I won't say it's higher than Billy's ceiling, but it's not too far, bro. And if we are going to go out here and lose a game, he might as well get those, those lumps early on. Are we really terrified of Oklahoma? I know they got some talent. They're going to have their defense was pretty decent this year, and it's probably going to be better. And that's a road game, so I understand the notion of having a veteran quarterback go out there for that game. But at the same time, I think there is no better way to learn than on the job. And what if Bryce Underwood goes to Oklahoma and wins that game? You know what I mean? Then we're off to the races. There's nothing really to say, you know what I mean? But if he never gets the opportunity, if he doesn't get that opportunity to play Oklahoma on the road, then we don't know how battle tested he is, you know what I mean, and will be. If we are saying we need a bridge to get past Oklahoma, then I just think that's a weak argument, especially since Oklahoma is week 2. Like, he can play the first 2 weeks.
But it's not about the team itself that we're playing. It's about the atmosphere and being on the road and being 2 weeks into your true freshman year in college. I absolutely believe that Bryce Underwood is a better quarterback than Billy Edwards, and I think that he will beat him out. But there is something to be said for a quarterback who has starting experience in a Power 4 games on the road, and with it being week 2. If we were playing Oklahoma week 5, week 6, I would say start Bryce Underwood from day 1 and let him be the one going into Norman. But the idea of, and I've said before, if we did go into Norman week 2 with Bryce Underwood, I think we're going to be fine. But I think that the experience that Billy Edwards has playing Power 4 teams on the road in week 2 gives us a better chance of winning on the road in an environment like Norman. It's not so much the team that they're going to field, it's the environment. And I think that Bryce still gets put in the game, in packages to get that experience. But I just think Billy Edwards gives us a better chance of winning that game. Does that mean I think we can't win it if Bryce starts that game? No, we can still win it. I just think it's more likely.
And we can lose it with Billy Edwards.
Yeah, sure. But I think more so with Billy Edwards, you got to also take this into account. I think someone like Miller Morse is looking to start somewhere. He's not looking to sit behind no damn true
Which is why he went to Louisville.
I think Billy Edwards, he's more prone to say, you know what? I don't mind coming in, taking the reins early, and then handing the keys to him third, fourth game, whatever. Bryce, like TJ was saying, Underwood will be the starter once the season is over. We'll know that. But it's someone, and plus, you have a veteran. God forbid if Bryce is to get hurt during the season, at least you got someone you could say, all right, who's been in the Big Ten, who started, who's played against these top teams. Experience matters, bro. Look at all our backups. They were all trash, bro. All cacadoodle. Every single one of them. So at least having someone like Billy Edwards as a backup as well, it helps, bro, because as a coach, you could be more aggressive and do things with Underwood and say, yo, listen, if worst case, I got somebody that I could bring in and he's ready to go.
And Bryce can learn from Edwards too. And that's really important. Like, that's very valuable. The high school game and the college game are universes apart. And like, to have that experience in the QB room, I think will be huge.
Absolutely. And I get it, Johnny. You're right. I'm not saying let's set the bar low. You're right. I agree. We do want to get the best of the best. I think Michigan should be getting the best of the best. I will never argue that. But I'm just trusting the coaches. I'm trusting the coaches. If they feel this is the guy they want, then okay, I'm with y'all. Let's see. Let it work. Because you're right. If he goes in there, well, we play New Mexico the first game of the season. That should be 50 plus.
No
if we score 20 against New Mexico, then we're going to have some serious problems.
Drive. It's going to take one drive for people to be calling for that boy head. One drive. One bad drive.
Or one bad interception.
One overthrown. One interception. They're going to be calling for his head. This is what I'm saying. Hold on.
He got 2 incompletions.
Hold on. So this is what worries me. The pressure of being the court, being in front of him, just like being in front of JJ, I guess you could say. That's like being the quarterback at Ohio State. You got the pressure because you're in front of the dude. So that's what worries me is, can he handle the pressure of being in front of Bryce if he is the starter? From the fans, from the coaches, the expectations. And then when you do make a mistake, are you looking over your shoulder? The Boo Birds, they gonna come, so you can might as well get ready for them. They coming. So that's my worry. Can he handle that? Most quarterbacks can't.
That's why Miller Moss didn't come, by the way. That's why
Miller
Moss told Michigan before he went in the portal he wanted to come to Michigan regardless of Bryce Underwood. He got into the portal. The Bryce Underwood thing was too much for him. That's why he went to Louisville. Because they know you got you got a quarterback making $3 million a year. It's one bad game away from losing your spot. Although here's what I actually think Michigan's gonna be patient with, like, say Billy Edwards comes. I think they're really gonna do a KJJ situation. I just expect Underwood to get 30% of the snaps or some shit. We're gonna see a dual.
I think it'll be KJJ.
Keep the fans from being on Billy's head. Give him a little taste of Bryce. Just give him a little taste.
Dude, a little taste. If Bryce shows out though, it's fucking
crazy.
I think it'll be a KJJ situation, but also I think it'll be also like the Trevor Lawrence situation where Bryce is the starter by the end of the year at some point.
Yes, I mean that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying for Billy Edwards to be the starter the whole season. I just think that veteran there, and like you mentioned, they're gonna Bryce is probably gonna get the third and fourth possession of the game. They're gonna give it to him. They got to. That's just obvious. He's too talented just to keep him on the sideline. But you just want to groom him right. You don't want to kill his confidence neither. Because then what happens then? He's only a freshman, right? You rattle him, you rattle the young gunner. What happens now?
Right.
So you got to make sure you do things right. So as long as the coaching staff is on board, I'm fine. Without a doubt, by who knows, he might be the week 2. He might be the starter. I could see week 1. But first of all, he hasn't even committed to Michigan yet, Billy Edwards. So let's not even mention him yet. He's just crystal ball because he might get cold feet, like I was saying. And he might say, you know what, I'm up out of here. Then what then?
By the way, I just want to point out to Kinetic that on the show, on Eminem, for however many weeks now, I was saying that the problem for Miller Moss and anybody like Miller Moss is the noise, right? And TJ just confirmed what I was saying. It's one thing to say, hey, I want to come there, and there's no doubt in my mind, by the way, that Miller Moss could beat out Bryce Underwood in the spring, right? Or the fall, right? I think he's right now better quarterback right now because of his experience and even his talent level. Not to say that his ceiling, I'm not going there. But the problem is he's got 2 incompletions before, people are like, wait a minute. Why is he in the game?
All he had to do is say that. That's why he went to Louisville.
Exactly. And that's the thing. But I think that's the thing for most of these people. You needed somebody like Billy Edwards. It was only going to be a Billy Edwards type that was going to come, right?
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
No. So you're right, Maize. You're fucking right. So I'm going to be real with you. And it's on me too. I had higher expectations. But the reality is what you just said. It would take a certain type to want to come here, and that's Billy Edwards. And let's be real too, because if you really do break down the analytics of Billy Edwards, his offensive line's a problem.
Yo,
hey, you right? Hey, you right. He will win that shit. I believe in you, bro.
1,000%.
Hey, but no, look. If you look at his numbers, below 10 yards, he's fucking elite. Like behind the line of scrimmage, within 10 yards, his passing, his completion percentage is elite. And if you look beyond 10 yards, look, it probably is a product of a poor offensive line play, which it is. It's ranked 133rd out of 134. So you give him a sound offensive line. But here's the thing, too, though. We got a left tackle and left guard problem, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, like, and can I be real, too? I'm not even sold at right tackle. Is Evan Links the guy? Because all year he got his ass whooped.
But he's gotten better. He got better through the year.
He did, but you trust him.
How many sacks they gave up to Ohio State, who led the Big Ten in sacks?
Zero. You're right.
Bro, that counts for something. Like we can't be. I get your concerns, but I think Michigan is going to be fine with the O-line. I think it'll be better than this year. I don't know how much better. We'll see.
All right, so listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I want a national championship, so I want elite shit here, okay? But like, you're not wrong. The team since the Northwestern game, or even the Indiana game, the team started playing a lot better, okay? But we really do need a left tackle and a left guard. We need a left guard and a left tackle, and we all. I don't know if you guys saw, but the offensive lineman from Liberty, Jordan White, I think his name was. I think he went to fucking Vanderbilt or some shit.
He did. Yep, he did.
So we're already out on him. So now it's up to our guy from Northwestern, Thompson. I think Jordan Thompson's his name.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I put this banner up, special announcement. Anybody who's a fan of Maize Madman and the Monday Night Crew with myself, Maniac, I have mentioned this at least in one of these videos, that we had something going on with my guy Johnny Oden Jr. here and the guys at Voice of College Football in Michigan, John Diadamo and TJ Ronan. So for all the members, shout out Johnny putting on the buffs too for this. You gotta put the buffs on. For all the members, and I guess higher level members for the Voice of College Football, I don't know. we don't have that many members, so we can't we can't we can't segregate it this way. But if you are a member of the Maize Madman channel, Johnny, I don't know how you want to do it, but also membership is important for Johnny. If you are not a member, then you can't be a part of this exclusive club, and it's exclusive. We are going to be doing a special once a month live for our members. I'll let somebody else talk because I know I'm going in circles right now, but absolutely.
I just want to point out, like the membership doesn't have to cost a lot. What TJ John, what's the membership level, like $4.99 a month?
Well, it depends how you guys want to do it, but for us, we're gonna all right. So for everyone, all right. So here's the deal, right? So, and I'll lay out the you just got a new member now, Maize.
Shout out to Extra Saw.
Yeah, shout out to you, Doug. All right, look. So
you're gonna be able to watch it once a month. You're in.
So the six of us are gonna link up every month, the first Wednesday of every month, and what's gonna be behind our membership paywall, essentially. And so we're going to have it on the Voice of College Football channel. Johnny's going to have it on his channel. And Maize is going to have it on his channel with Maniac and Kinetic. And we're going to link up every month, talk Michigan football. And how this works essentially. So on the on the Voice of College Football channel, our $4.99 tier and up will have access to this hangout. I don't know necessarily the tier that Johnny's going to have it at, but whatever tier Johnny's going to have it at, whatever tier Maize Madman's going to have it at. And then as well as Kinetic and Maniac here. So this is going to be a VIP, super special secret members hangout. Obviously, we'll involve the chat. We'll have a good chat with it. But essentially, straight up, we're kind of claiming we're the Michigan Avengers because we are. We're all linking up. We all got our different strengths, all got our different superpowers, and there's gonna be a lot of fun shit along the way. Like and I say this all the time on our channel. Where our channel is now is not where it's heading. Well, the same thing with the Michigan Avengers. Where we are now is not where we're heading. Even though Johnny just fucking left. But point being, there's a lot of fun shit coming along.
Johnny is Invisible Man.
Be on the lookout for that because I'm looking forward to it, bro.
I guess I'm the only one that got it. Come on, bro. Avengers.
Yes.
Superheroes, Invisible Man.
Yeah, he's one of his special powers, bro.
Exactly.
Oh, he's back.
Oh shit, and then he returned. What?
I just want to know
with one of the shirts.
Avengers, who is who?
Shameless plug.
Yeah, we gotta figure that out. Who's repping what
I'm gonna say I'm calling dibs on Thor, okay?
On who?
You think you're Thor?
Thor?
Okay. I'm not mad. You can have Thor. You can have Thor.
I mean, I think I'm the only one here that's got blonde hair, blue eyes, right?
Are you Nordic?
Are you Nordic?
Nordic?
I do have some Nordic history, but
do you know the history of Minnesota? Are we doing this?
Minnesota?
If anyone's watched our late streams, we've had
some no one can watch that part, TJ, because it got cut off.
Oh, I know. No one. You're probably right. We found out the hard way that YouTube only does 10-hour streams, not 15, but whatever.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Whatever. Point being is, all right. So be on the lookout for that every fucking month for now forever.
I think we got John. You worked out a date. I think it's every Wednesday. Every first
Wednesday. We're doing it Wednesdays. Yeah. We'll get our first date in.
So wait, I'll ask this though. All right. So the reason why we didn't do it Monday is because I know Maize, you guys do a show on Monday.
Don't highlight that shit.
I didn't mean to.
Rip can fuck off. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this.
John had enough of this shit.
Hey,
this has Maniac been a month now. Go touch grass. Like seriously.
Wait a minute. Why is Maniac Black Panther?
I'm good with that.
No, I'm cool with it too. I'm just saying why they choose you as the Black Panther.
I like Doctor Strange, bro. I'm not
He's saying I'm War Machine. I don't want to be him. I ain't no side character.
Hold on. War Machine's a badass, dude. What was that arcade game? I used to whoop people with him. Marvel versus Capcom, War Machine was a beast.
This ain't that. This ain't that. Side character.
All right, man. But yes, every first Wednesday of the month, I think we're gonna. The first one is it next Wednesday?
So no. The first one I thought. So here's all right. So we can talk about the live. Guess what? Hey, you guys are all gonna be a part of our discussion.
January.
I was looking at January 1st after the New Year, which is after Michigan's bowl game, right? So Michigan's going to play the 31st. Our first meeting would be Wednesday the 1st, which will be the New Year. We start a new fucking year, bro.
Hungover?
Yeah, that's all right. We do that.
Hangover live? I'm good with it.
We don't give a fuck, bro.
All right.
Hey, we play to win, bro.
Right.
Get some smelling salts and get in the game.
Maybe even do a drinking game.
I mean, all right. So time out though. All right. What time do you do your show on Monday, Maize?
It varies, No, I'm joking. We have moved it to 9 o'clock. It was at 7 o'clock.
Do you want to do our show Monday at 8 o'clock?
I can't. Well, I mean, just like I won't be able to do it on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. It doesn't really matter to me. We will be represented though.
Yeah. What you're gonna be missing like the first 3, right?
Yeah.
How long is the class for, man? Is it going to trickle into January?
Yeah, it's January and possibly February. So, yeah.
I mean,
hey, shout out to 33 months sober, bro.
Right.
Yeah, we'll make it.
Shout out to Dom.
That's awesome.
Definitely don't want to make light of that.
No, we don't. Yeah, that is awesome.
Can we give Dom a Ric Flair?
Congratulations to your sobriety, man, and keep powering through that.
I'm the best there is. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, hold on. All right, let me just call some shit out right here.
Yeah.
Ripstar. What the fuck is this scam? Time out. Just what the fuck is the scam, dog? You're like, why you always so fucking salty, man? Like, can't you just like be nice, like, dog, and just chill? Like, no one's angry at you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, listen, Ripstar. Listen, you're coming at my co-host a lot. Like, all I'm saying is, what the fuck's the issue, bro? I know there's been some shit on our channel, but can we be real, Ripstar? And I know you know this, bro. It ain't like you ain't been a little aggressive. So, like, just chill, brother. I know you got no issues with me. I got no issues with you either, but you gotta chill, bro. Listen, here's some real shit. I'm just gonna Maize, just let me hit this.
No, good.
You are a sharp ass, savvy fucking dude, bro. But you are an agitator. You know this, so just chill a little bit, dog. Just chill a little bit, bro. It's all love, man. All right, just chill a little bit.
Rip would be great if he could just talk ball. I mean, he knows.
You don't gotta go to war with everybody, bro. Like, Moose. And listen, we love Moose. Moose, you know what I mean? Like, guys, we don't gotta go to war all the fucking time. We're on the same fucking team. It's fuck Ohio, bro. We don't gotta go at our own.
Man, Moose, does this sound? Oh Lord, yo, hey.
You know what? We'll take it. I'm down for getting Maize Madman $100. So you know what?
At this point,
if I drove
think
that,
he accidentally added another 9 on there by accident, dude. I don't think that was intentional.
It might have been intentional. He might really mean it. He might really mean it, bro.
Yeah, they said, "Don't count my pockets."
Hey, bro, listen. Man, we're in the weeds. We're in the weeds.
Look, hold on,
shout out to Mr. Jones. Why the coaches keep trying to get these 3-star rejects in the portal? Where the dog's at?
I know what's wrong with Ripstar. You don't got no merch. You ain't went to my my page and got the merch.
Let's do
it. That's a good point. Johnny Olden merch there.
Get the merch.
Get some Johnny Olden merch today.
Got the game.
Absolutely.
Great stocking stuffers.
John,
just in time for Christmas.
You're preaching now, John.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely go get the merch, man.
You got King of the North. The North Remembers on there. Check it out. I made that shirt Kinetic was talking about. It's on there. Check it out. The Red Wedding.
Fire.
So do I get like royalties for that since it was my idea?
I mean, if somebody buys it, nobody's nobody bought it. So, you know,
we got to get some sales going.
Hey, can we get somebody, some artist to do up that thing for us with the Avengers and put that on a t-shirt?
So look, all right, check this out.
I'm pretty sure we can't sell that.
All right. No, we can't. No, listen, I got this. All right, listen. All right. Breaking news. So Voice of College Football is hiring a bunch of graphic interns, like a bunch. We got a bunch coming.
Nice.
Once we get, and I already sent this in the group chat, but I'll say it publicly because fuck it. Once we get a bunch of the priority objectives done, which will take a couple months, like we got a bunch of shit to do for all the other channels, I am going to have one of these interns build us a nice parody. So you can do a parody. You can do as long as it's not copyright, we won't do copyright. Well, like for example, did you guys see what Michigan did with the recruits and how they got some type of characteristic from the Marvel?
Yep. Yep. That was
we
dope.
can do something similar.
Right.
That's all greenlit. That's all good. So I'll have something built for us in terms of a thumbnail, in terms of a background. So like that may take, I mean, maybe around like April, we'll have something, you know what I mean? But yeah, I intend on our show monthly, and I intend on growing this and building this. Like this is going to be fucking us, bro. This is literally like, you know, like listen, all respect to On3 and 247, but like we are walking our own path, bro. You know what I mean? So, and it's going to be us, and we're going to do our own thing, and it's what it is. So we're going to do it behind obviously our membership paywalls, and then and if anyone wants to be a part of that, that's cool. You guys can be a part of it, and we're just gonna have some fun with it, man.
Yeah. We got some pissed off people in the chat.
Why they pissed? What'd you do?
Yeah, let's be real. It's just
Listen,
Ripstar pretty much.
We're supposed to be here having a good time. We're all fans of Michigan football. Let's have a good time.
Yeah,
I'm having a good time, bro.
Yeah, everyone else.
Let's keep the negativity out of it, guys. Like, why do people feel like they need to come into these shows, into the chats, and just be negative? Like, why?
Quite honestly, we got enough enemies, dog. We got Ohio. So, by the way, Garrison,
absolutely.
Garrison is. I've coined Garrison Dr. Doom. Right, he's Doom. Dr. fucking Doom. All right? So Garrison, we know this. That's who he is now. We're gonna start labeling dudes like these. Our fucking, our rivals or whatever. We're gonna start labeling these dudes certain villains. But and ain't nobody gonna be Thanos either. But the point is though.
It might be Dan Lanning at this point, bastard.
Dude, no, it's fucking Phil Knight. Yeah. Thanos is Phil fucking Knight, bro.
You're right.
You see the shit Oregon's doing right now?
Yeah.
In the portal?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, we definitely got to get more aggressive in the portal, man. That's something we thought we were going to see, and we only got one commit from the portal. So that's not a good look.
Olden apples.
It is early, but like they need to be going after bigger dogs, bro. Like I'm just not loving the current smoke. I'm just not.
Yeah,
and like
I agree.
I'm gonna get some shit on Tuesday. I know this, but like whatever.
Yeah, you're definitely you guys are getting hammered on Tuesday. Pause. By the way, listen, we gotta get out of here. All right.
Yeah.
The chat's going to shit. We got our objective out the way. I obviously won. Me, Johnny, my guy Maniac are the winners of the night.
We were robbed.
Travis Hunter is the Heisman Trophy winner. Before we get out of here though, John, tell the people where they can find you, what you got going on, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Well, in addition to the Avengers meeting that we're going to be doing, Avengers Assemble, also every Tuesday at Michigan at Voice of College Football, 8 p.m. Eastern, alongside TJ Ronan. I also want to encourage everybody, if you would like to consider subscribing, subscribe to Maize Madman, subscribe to Johnny, and we're literally 18 or 19 away from 10,000 at Michigan Voice of College Football. So subscribe to all of us. That would be awesome.
No doubt. I didn't mean to do that. I don't know what I've done now. There we go. Exit the solo. There we go. All right.
I thought you produced your show, bro.
Did John leave? Did I remove John?
I got kicked out.
My bad. That's my bad. TJ, you're next.
So we are. I'm just gonna say we are 17 away from 10,000 subscribers, which is a goal for our channel.
1,700 or 17 subscribers?
17, bro.
That's
Beautiful.
Amazing. Congratulations.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so we're 17 away from. We'll get it this week if we don't get it tonight. But yeah, man, we're looking forward to that shit. Get at us at Michigan at the Voice of College Football. You want to follow me, TJ_Ronan. Follow my guy John Diadamo. Ripstar, I know you got some issues with John, but you gotta let it go, bro. Like, I'll be real with you, bro. I listen, I'll tell you this, Rip, on some real shit. If you let that shit go, it's better for everybody. All right. Think about it, do what you want with it. It is what it is.
No doubt. My guy, your guy, Johnny Olden Jr.
Yo, you know where to catch me. Johnny Olden Jr. YouTube got pre-game, post-game, shorts going crazy, YouTube shorts going crazy, and I do lives usually Sundays, and do call-in shows and just cook it up. Also, check out the merch. We got the merch, it's on my homepage, and I like to enjoy talking football, not always gloom and gloom. I want to enjoy talking football and laugh because it still is a game. So people always, why are you always laughing? Because it's a game and I want to enjoy it, good or bad. Because when it's bad, I'm mad. And so when it's good, I'm gonna be on my apple eating apples and I'm gonna be clowning, and then we're gonna be having fun together. So
absolutely. My guy, your guy, Kinetic.
Yeah, it's just really easy to find me on any platform, Kinetic 615, and right here on the Maize Madman channel. Occasionally, when TJ decides to slum it, he'll bring me on over at Voice of College Football. But any platform, Kinetic 615.
Yes, sir.
I fucking invited you Thursday. You didn't even answer my text, asshole.
Hey, my sleep schedule is still recovering from our 13-hour night.
The Maniac.
It's your boy, the Maniac. Yeah, just follow me, D_boxing_maniac. Again, now that we hitting the off season, I will get my own Michigan page. So once I get that, I'm gonna let you guys know so y'all can all follow me, and I'm gonna be putting out a bunch of content, making videos, post recap, just like I do the boxing videos. So yeah, man, be ready for that.
What, you making a YouTube or a Twitter?
I'm gonna do Instagram. I'm gonna get back on Twitter. Listen, man,
on Twitter forever.
I caught like 20 bodies on Twitter, man. They looking for me over there, man. They looking for me on Twitter. But I'm coming back, man. I'm coming back. I did my time, man. I did my time to society. I pay my debt to society.
Anyway, I guess it leaves me. It is I, the Maize Madman. Be sure to follow me everywhere at Maize Madman. Thank you to everybody who participated tonight in the chat. Shout out to our Heisman Trophy winner, Mr. Travis Hunter, all of that. Till next time, the slogan, stay angry, my friends. And then you guys were supposed to say, all of you, John, did I drop the... He got off.
What?
You guys,
yeah, I was gone for a minute there. I think.
You guys all were gone.
Maniac's gone right now.
Maniac is actually gone. He left.
Say I'm upset.
Yeah,
We're gonna say I'm upset.
That was what you guys were supposed to say. Good job.
I mean, I'm upset.
Maniac.